Savordem and Sanguem. We go to next two constituencies in the mining belt. And South Goa mining belt is kind of behaving in a very consistent manner. Savordem, किती आता दीपक पाऊसकराचे लोक किती म्हणतात ते पळोवया. सावड्ड्या, is he safe? Is he unsafe? Okay, Deepak Pauskar, in spite of being a PWD minister, is 50-50. And what happens in Sanguem? What happens to प्रसाद गांवकार? तेही पळोवया हाजी फाटोफाट. प्रसाद गांवकारात जर पळयलें, प्रसाद गांवकार looks safe. Nilesh.
As far as the data is concerned, at Savordem, you have a very strong underlying sentiment of the MLA not performing well, but at the same time they won the BJP government. Now I'm not going to put words in mouth here, or nor am I going to give language to the numbers. But it would simply be for BJP to understand what I'm trying to say. So people want BJP as long as the
Modest of you.
as long as the sitting MLA is not the same. As far as Sanguem is concerned, yeah, that's again another very interesting result that has come to us, where almost quite a large number which basically said that they want a change of government, and they are very happy with the sitting MLA. Again. That's what the roll says. And after Vishwajit, if there is anybody who has given staggering numbers to performance being very good, then it is Sanguem.
So one thing, Manoj, is clear. The South Goa mining belt is performing consistently. There is no contradiction there. In spite of different MLAs, heavyweight MLAs, the mining belt is clearly giving a signal that enough is enough.
It will, and it is sure, because this particular Sanguem, Savordem, Kepe, हे सगळे बेल्ट सामके मायनिंगाचेर डिपेंडेंट आसा, including कुडचडे, where 70% of the people directly or indirectly are affected by mining, and in last 5 years they have just got hollow promises. And with all this now, when we are talking about mining corporation, it seems to me that the things will be sub judice for next 25-30 years, and ते अस्तित्वान येवपाक शकना. So there has not been any honest attempt which I see which has happened in order to give any kind of privation to these mining people. In terms of Savordem जर आमी पळयत जाल्यार Deepak Pauskar is an MLA there, इतले heavyweight portfolio आसा, but he has ताचो जो problem आसा gelling with BJP, ताचे जे gelling perfectly अजून जालें ना अशें दिसता. But थंय sizable population जो mining चो front जो आसा, आणि the leader of that particular thing, one Mr. Balaji Gawas, a truck owners association आणि anti जो mining agitation जे करता, he has entered the Maharashtraवादी Gomantak party, and he is having a sizable presence there. ताचेर he is trying to garner a good kind of an support, and the data with Nilesh also might support to greater extent.
I was just going to tell you that I support the data because Sudhin Davadekar as a probable chief ministerial candidate, that means MGP is quite high.
So it is MGP, it is not the BJP in Savordem anymore, it is the MGP which will ride, and it's the anti-mining mining agitation करपी जो force आसा, that will remain with the MGP as far as Savordem is concerned. Sanguem, I am very surprised. कित्याक जाणा, Sanguem जो particular MLA, तो he was not close to the government, though he made attempts to be close to the government, but consistently he is with people. आज ताणे जे agitations थंय म्हणजे anti forest conversion.
I asked this to Nilesh also. Is this renewed romance with Congress contributed to this favorable result towards?
I don't think.
It could be. I mean, again, as I said, I'm not going to hazard my political guess because I'm not a political scientist and I don't understand Sanguem too well as well. So I really don't know about it. But it could be one of the reasons that he's joining Congress.
What I feel is in Sanguem, परत तो mining belt असल्या कारणान सावित्री कवळेकर or सुभाष फळदेसाय, both are the faces of the BJP there. So anti-mining जो mining बंद जाल्ल्याचो जो राग आसा, तो सगळो राग acts in favor of Prasad, who has consistently stood with the people.
And who is also
Manoj, I wanted to speak about this. That's why I'm disturbing you and Pramod both. I don't know why, but both at Sanguem and at Savordem, though small, I find presence of Goa forward. I wonder what is it that it has got to
No,
do with it?
in Savordem, Goa Forward has not even found a candidate. It was Balaji who was the probable candidate
Okay.
of Goa Forward
Okay.
but subsequently he has gone to the.
But that is getting reflected in the data. Radha, how do you look at this?
See what happens, the Congress in earlier years would identify winning horses and bring them into their stable. Now the Congress is incapable of doing it. You see all these Savordem, Sanguem, these good, candidates would have been picked up by the Congress. Now MGP is picking them up. Goa Forward is picking them up, like Kiran Kanolkar and all. See, this shows the decline in the Congress's strength, their ability to identify and pick up good candidates. Now in Sanguem, I think Prasad Gamkar is pretty close to Digambar Kamath. And even last time he was helped by him. And he was to get a Congress ticket, but then it was denied to him for some reason. I would expect him to come into the Congress.
His brother has already joined Congress.
And I would expect him to be Congress candidate. there.
Okay. Elvis, again, happy results.
Yeah, very encouraging results. It shows why eventually that survey that is projected that the government should go is proving true.
Giriraj?
Concerned. That is not a mess that has been created by this government, but that is something that has been inherited. As far as efforts to restart mining, I think the matter was not really in the state government's domain alone. And tomorrow, anybody can tell you that our ordinance will solve the issue, but you have seen Supreme Court shooting down ordinances as well. I think the need of the hour for the BJP is to let people know the efforts it has taken and also remind people how people like Digambar Kamath have been responsible for this mess. As far as Savordem is concerned, whether it is MGP or Goa Forward, I think people will also look at who has the highest potential of forming a government. And when you look at it as of today, I think BJP is the only possible alternative which can form a government.
What about Sange?
As far as, Sange.
Yeah, Radha, welcome to you. Let him finish.
Sange is a very interesting seat where social engineering, not only in that seat, but also in neighboring seats matter. So how you select your candidates in Kankon and Kepe and how you then link it to Sange will determine.
Okay.
And I am pretty sure that it has worked in 2012. It might work in 2021.
Okay.
22
Radha,
as well.
I'll come to you. I'll just take Kankon and I'll come to you.
I'm just replying to what he
Yeah,
said.
quickly.
You see, I totally disagree with him that this mining was stopped by the previous government. I will show you hundreds of videos where Manohar Parrikar comes and proudly says, I have stopped mining.
Okay,
So how do
okay.
you blame the other government?
Okay.